used this guide wire, which has a curved tip to it, and was able to get this across her entirety of her posterior pelvic ring.
And you can see we have nice length and how the curve allows us to accommodate this corridor. Then we come to address the back of the ring, and the CurvaFix here allows us to be transiliac transsacral, and you can see us getting the starting point and here using the flexible ball tip guide wire to go across both fractures and be able to do this really. And you've got to think in 4 dimensions here to get across in a transsacral transiliac fashion that I couldn't have done with a standard screw.
Again, one of the advantages or opportunities with the CurvaFix device is that it allows you to not be quite as precise with your starting point. And she noted, quote, "such an improvement in quality of life."
And then the implant is inserted, and you can see that it follows the guide wire, but actually follows the inner walls of the corridor of the sacrum in this location. And that's why you see some curvature of the implant as it basically moves its way through the corridor to stay within the bone.
Very pleased with the position of the CurvaFix screw in these images. We did use a 110 millimeter CurvaFix implant, and it really turned out, I think, just perfectly as it was seated and seated, almost ideally into the countersunk area of the ilium, and still had some purchase from the distal cancellous threads. It is a much more forgiving start point, as obviously we don't need to be straight on our pathway with this implant, and having it curve and stuff these osseous pathways and then become fixed, rigid, and locked is going to provide even more stability and fixation and holding power.